The party was supposed to celebrate my promotion. My wife, Emma, insisted we attend because many of her friends and coworkers would be there. She spent hours getting ready, wearing a stunning black dress I had never seen before. She smiled at me as we left the house, and for a moment, I believed everything in our marriage was perfect. The ballroom was filled with music, laughter, and flashing lights. People congratulated me, but Emma quickly disappeared into the crowd. She said she wanted to greet a few coworkers and would be back in a minute. An hour passed. I searched every corner of the venue before walking onto the outdoor balcony. That's when I saw them. Emma was standing incredibly close to a man I had never met. His hand rested on her waist, while she smiled the same smile she used to save for me. A second later, they kissed. My world stopped. I stepped forward, and they immediately pulled apart. Emma's face turned pale. "It's not what it looks like," she said. I laughed bitterly. "I've heard that line before," I replied. The man quietly walked away without saying a word, leaving Emma standing alone. She followed me back inside, begging me to listen. Instead of causing a scene, I calmly picked up my coat, thanked my boss for the wonderful evening, and walked out. She called my phone 23 times that night. I answered only once. "Come home," she pleaded. "I don't know where home is anymore," I said before ending the call. The next morning, she returned carrying flowers and coffee, acting as though gifts could erase betrayal. She admitted the man was Ryan, someone she had been secretly seeing for several months. According to her, it had started as harmless conversations after work before becoming something more. "I never meant to hurt you," she whispered. "But you did," I answered. For the next few days, I stayed with my older brother. Every hour brought another apology, another promise that she would change. Then something unexpected happened. Ryan contacted me himself. He asked to meet at a nearby cafe. Curious, I agreed. When he arrived, he looked nervous. "I didn't know she was lying to both of us," he admitted. He showed me dozens of messages. Emma had told him we were already separated and only living together, until the paperwork was complete. She had promised him they would soon start a new life together. Ryan looked embarrassed. "The night of the party," he continued, "I found out you were actually her husband. I ended things immediately. For the first time since discovering the affair, I realized I wasn't the only person she had deceived. When I returned home that evening, Emma was waiting. She smiled hopefully. "I knew you'd come back." I placed printed copies of the messages on the kitchen table. Her smile disappeared. She tried explaining, but every excuse sounded weaker than the last. Finally, she admitted the truth. She wanted the security of our marriage, while chasing the excitement of another relationship. She believed she could keep both without losing either. She was wrong. The following week, I quietly filed for divorce. Friends and family were shocked because we had always appeared to be the perfect couple. Only I knew how much had been hidden behind our smiling photographs. Months passed. I focused on rebuilding my life, spending time with family, exercising, and rediscovering hobbies I had forgotten. One afternoon, I unexpectedly saw Emma sitting alone in the same cafe where Ryan had shown me the messages. She looked tired. She asked if we could talk. "I lost everything," she admitted. Ryan left. "My friends don't trust me anymore. I wish I could change the past." I nodded politely. "I believe you," I said. "But changing the past isn't possible." I stood, wished her well, and walked away. As I stepped outside, I realized something important. The night I caught my wife cheating felt like the worst day of my life. In reality, it was the day I finally saw the truth. Sometimes heartbreak isn't the end of your story. Sometimes it's the moment that frees you from living someone else's lie and gives you the chance to build a future based on honesty, respect, and peace.